Community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football. So are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now a play fake. Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Ajayi. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Rodgers brings it in. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They go play action here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 33 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now a play fake here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's going to look deep down and got his man complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Rodgers now on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Fletcher Cox getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught by Cobb. And he's got room. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Let's go, come on. Go to 50.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jimmy Graham from 10 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Play action. Now Wentz. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's nothing but pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the give. Now Wentz sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
18.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. His throw incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Hey, check 26.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll start out on the ground with a Ajayi. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They run again with Ajayi. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. This is Ajayi. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. On play action, it's Wentz. He'll buy some time right. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Good chip. Fort Tokyo.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run with Ajayi. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
Let's find two. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Rolling to his right. This will be caught at about the 5. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try to run with a J. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Jay Ajayi taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Rodgers now to throw. Uncorks one for Davis, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dud.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Zoom. We need 26. 850. Go. 58.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 36 yards out. And Crosby puts it through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
319. Let's go. Come on.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting set. Box it.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
26. 319. 319. Yeah, Liz. Over.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Come on. got 58.
On play action, Rodgers. And Davis with it left side. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, Williams. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
88.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Hurry up.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
319. Zoom. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. J-Mike.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Strong right. Yeah, Liz. Line left.
Throwing is Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Get over there. Go.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back now at Lambeau. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a pitch out to Williams. 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They get it to him running left. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll begin the drive with a jog. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Josh Hawkins with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I think you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play. But when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They run it again with Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Again, it's Williams. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, the 40. He's at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big-time play there on 3rd and 9. 63 yards on the ground. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. And now it's second down, but here's the field goal team out onto the field. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then